Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 LEAP Awards. Thank you all to the awards winners and attendees for joining this live webcast. As you all know, the LEAP Awards will be different this year. We are really glad that you could all join us for this virtual ceremony. Just a reminder, this webcast is being recorded and will be available afterwards for any of your colleagues who are unable to attend. The LEAP program started in 2012 with the awards, and even though the conference was unfortunately canceled this year, the Hoop Real Estate's team still wanted to acknowledge all of the outstanding sustainability achievements of our management partners in 2019. We have a lot of great projects and winners to get to today, 13 in fact, and are excited to highlight them over the next hour. Before beginning, I'd like to share a few notes from Bespoke, our AV team hosting the virtual ceremony. Some of you are joining us today as a viewer watching the live webcast, but we will also be uploading the webcast to our event website following today's presentation for those who want to watch it following the event. While we have our AV crew working with us today to provide a good experience for all, some technical difficulties may arise that are out of our hands. We ask that you please bear with us should this happen, and we hope to be back to normal next year. I would also like to share that Hoop's 2019 Sustainability Report has just recently been published to the real estate page on hoop.com. We encourage you to download the report and read about all that we have accomplished together this year. The report outlines many of our achievements from 2019, including our new Pillar Scorecard. In 2013, we launched our Pillar Scorecard, a balanced scorecard to transparently report on sustainability integration. Since then, it has been Hoop's primary management tool to monitor and report on the sustainability performance of our properties. This year, we have updated the scorecard based on an internal review and feedback from our real estate investment team. The scorecard now includes a revised set of the most material sustainability indicators and has been expanded to reflect our entire global portfolio of direct investments. To promote accountability to sustainability in our investment management process, we have also added a new responsible investment pillar to track how our own real estate team is incorporating the consideration of environmental, social, and governance factors into portfolio management and investment decision-making. The updated scorecard represents an evolution of sustainability at Hoop. Before beginning the presentation of the awards, I'd like to invite Hoop's President and CEO, Jeff Wendling, to deliver our opening remarks. Jeff?
Thank you, Derek. Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending today's event. This year marks the 9th annual edition of the LEAP Awards. I've been the Hoop Chief Investment Officer for the last 8 years and have been a strong supporter of the awards over that time. And now in my role as CEO, I continue to believe it's a very important program for Hoop. As Derek mentioned, this year, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we will be hosting our first ever virtual awards ceremony. But I'm very pleased that we're still able to come together to recognize our management partners. And on that note, I do want to send out a thank you to everyone on behalf of Hoop for continuing to keep our properties operating and serving our tenants in these challenging times. So thank you all for the good work you're doing there. As Derek mentioned, today we're going to have 13 awards, including a new Community Impact Award. And I'm very excited to hear about the sustainability-related accomplishments of our management partners over the last year. And I know we've got a lot of work going on in things like dealing with the threats and opportunities coming from climate change. We're also doing a lot of work in terms of diversity, inclusion, and respect in the workplace. And you'll be hearing more about some of these things later on in our session. So this was another year of progress. And again, I always am impressed by the sustainability related focus and accomplishments of both our real estate team internally and our external management partners. So again, thank you for all of your efforts in these challenging times and congratulations on your awards. And I'd like to now turn over to Jim Walker, who is the head of Hoop's Private Markets Division. Over to you, Jim. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff, and hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today to recognize sustainability, the efforts and our results, something that's obviously increasingly important in this world and something for all of us to be proud of. I really just wanted to say 2 thank yous today. The first thank you is to Hoop's real estate team for the value that they've added to our pensioners. There's a slide that we're going to be putting up momentarily that gives you a little bit of a sense of the numbers. There it is. And you can see that the numbers are impressive. The real estate team's efforts have been much more than a liability hedge. The second thank you is to everyone here, because we can't do this without your help. It's a team effort, and it's very nice to have you folks on the team, whether it's keeping costs down or helping us lease up properties or other efforts. We couldn't have achieved those numbers on the slide without you. So thank you. And with that, I'd like to now turn it over to Chris Volkvad.
Thanks, Jim, and thanks for everybody for joining us today. I'd be remiss in not thanking Jim and Jeff and the entire executive team at Hoop over the years for being huge supporters of our sustainability programs, not just from a philosophical perspective, but also from a capital perspective, and allowing us to, apply our resources to sustainability efforts across the portfolio and execute on all the great ideas that have come from our managers over the years. We truly believe in being a leader in this space leads to better financial outcomes and long-term success. And the executive team has been a huge support of the program since we initiated it many years ago. So thanks Jim and Jeff for your support. I'd also like to just reiterate Jim's thanks to all of you and your colleagues. These have been very exceptional times, and we appreciate the constant communication and the commitment you've all had to provide excellent service to not just our tenants, but ourselves, and represent us so well in the marketplace through this period. This year, for the LEAP Awards, we're pleased to present 13 awards recognizing the sustainability achievements of all of our management partners. And it's my pleasure to present the very first of our LEAP Award winners. Some of the awards are scored based on 2019 performance data, and others require properties to submit applications. We received a really strong pool of applications again this year. We always do, and that always makes our judging process very challenging. And we were super impressed by the caliber of the projects and the initiatives that were described in all of the submissions. Due to the strength of the applications, actually, we've decided to award 2 winners this year for the Sustainability Innovator Award for Technology. So I'd like to thank all the property teams that submitted applications. It's a lot of work, and it's inspiring to see the endeavors and practices that are taking place across the portfolio to really elevate our sustainability performance and leadership. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'll start with the award in the performance category. The Energy Saver Award recognizes the office property that has decreased its energy consumption the most between 2018 and 2019. The winning property reduced its energy consumption intensity by an unbelievably impressive 28% year over year. They achieved this primarily by upgrading building management systems, as well as heating and cooling equipment, along with an ongoing focus on LED lighting retrofits. So the winner is Centrium Place, located in Calgary, managed by Triovest Realty Advisors. So congratulations again to the Triovest team for the Energy Saver Award. And I'd like to now pass it over to Tom Pinkham, who will present the next 2 performance awards for our office properties.
Thanks, Chris. It's my pleasure today to present the awards for water and waste performance in our office portfolio. So we're going to begin with the water winner. This award recognizes the office property that has achieved the best overall water performance. The scoring considers a property's water consumption reduction in 2019 compared to 2018, as well as their water management plan. This year's winner reduced water consumption by 5% from 2018, and this was driven primarily by improved cooling system efficiency and reduced water use in the landscaping features. So this year's winner is the ATCO Center in Edmonton, which is managed by TrueVest Realty Advisors. Congratulations. Next award is the Waste Minimizer Award. This award recognizes the office property with the best overall waste performance measured by waste output, diversion rate, and waste and recycling management plans. This property also won the award last year and used the award to build awareness and support for further waste diversion efforts among property staff and tenants, representing the type of collaboration we strive to achieve with the LEAP program. They also used the results of the waste audit to educate cleaning staff on proper recycling practices and engaging tenants through waste reduction newsletters. These efforts have allowed them to achieve one of the lowest waste footprints in our portfolio with a diversion rate of over 70%. So this year's winner, a repeat winner, is 11th Avenue Place in Calgary, managed by Morguard. Congratulations to both winners. I'd now like to introduce Trevor McIntyre to present our Retail Focus Performance Awards.
Thank you, Tom. I'm excited to present the next two awards for strong energy and water performance in our retail portfolio. I'll start with the Energy Manager Award. This award recognizes the retail property that has demonstrated active management of energy consumption, as well as reductions in 2019 as compared to 2018. The winner of this award achieved an 8% reduction in energy consumption, primarily through continued efforts to upgrade building lighting to LEDs and replacing HVAC units with newer, more energy efficient models. The winner is Place Rosemere in Rosemere, Quebec, managed by Morguard. The next award recognizes strong water management practices and efforts to reduce water consumption. This year's winner reduced its water footprint by 8% between 2019 and 2018, thanks to strong management practices such as continuous monitoring and inspections of tenant water fixtures to quickly identify and repair leaks. The winner is Quinte Mall in Belleville, Ontario, managed by Cushman & Wakefield. Congratulations, Cushman. Congratulations again to Place Rosemere and Quinte Mall. I will now pass it over to Yilin Gao to present the Energy Manager Award for industrial properties.
Thanks, Trevor. So similar to the Energy Manager Award for retail, the Energy Manager Award for industrial properties recognizes a property for having achieved significant energy reduction and partnering with tenants to provide energy consumption data. Collecting tenant data is important as it helps us understand the energy efficiency of our industrial portfolio. The winning property experienced an 11% energy reduction and provided HOOPP with full building energy consumption data. The winner is 739 Monaghan Road in Peterborough, Ontario, managed by Cushman & Wakefield. Congratulations to the team at Cushman & Wakefield. Now I would like to introduce Carrie Gerza to present the next two awards.
Thanks, Yilin. I'd like to start with the Sustainability Achiever Award, which honors the HOOPP office property with the best overall performance on the Pillar scorecard. This includes energy performance, achievement of building certifications, sustainable procurement, tenant and community engagement. In addition to strong ongoing management practices, this property represents best-in-class sustainability performance and collaboration with the HOOPP real estate team to ensure a continued focus on sustainability performance. And the winner is 4711 Yonge Street in Toronto, managed by Menkes Property Management Services. Congratulations, Menkes. That marks the end of the performance-based awards. We're now going to move on to the application-based awards for recognizing achievements in collaboration and innovation. Before doing so, though, I'd like to share a brief update on our progress with respect, inclusion, and diversity efforts. In the past year, HOOP has launched multiple initiatives focused on instilling a culture of respect, inclusion, and diversity. This includes updating our Respect in the Workplace policy, hosting Respect in the Workplace and unconscious bias workshops for all employees, forming an employee culture council, and becoming a signatory of the 30% Club, an initiative focused on increasing the presence of women in board and senior management level positions throughout organizations. Within real estate specifically, we've also started an engagement program with our managers and partners to better understand your respect, inclusion, and diversity efforts. That's why last year we issued a survey to start the conversation and gain more transparency into understanding each of your approaches to respect, inclusion, and diversity. Our goals are to gather information, promote discussion, share best practices, and brainstorm ways we can work together to strengthen policies and processes. 30 of our partners responded to the survey, and the results showed that many of our partners are taking steps to improve diversity by developing strong policy frameworks, offering educational and training programs for employees, and establishing targeted recruitment initiatives. We're proud of our collective efforts to date, and we thank all our participants for your valuable feedback. On a more recent note, the events that we've all seen unfolding across the US are horrifying and heartbreaking. We've witnessed shocking acts of violence and racism against Black communities, and sadly we know that these are just the latest examples in a long history of shameful injustices and inequalities that exist in countries around the world, including right here on our home turf in Canada. Racism has no place in society and no place at HOOP or within our real estate industry. As previously noted, while HOOP has worked hard to promote a respectful and inclusive workplace culture where everyone is treated fairly, regardless of race or religion, gender or sexual orientation, age, disability, or cultural background, we also acknowledge that we still have more to do. Something we're currently doing is updating our employment equity policy and introducing new equity-related programs. Our CEO, Jeff Wendling, has also made a concerted outreach to our organization and has made it abundantly clear that HOOP is committed to listening and learning from its diverse set of views and experiences from its employees. We recognize that diversity is a strength that should be celebrated, and we are committed to working towards becoming the best supporters and allies we can be to Black professionals. On that note, we look forward to together raising the bar, challenging status quos, and advancing respect, inclusion, and diversity efforts within the real estate industry. I would now like to move on to the application-based awards. The first award we'll be presenting in this category is the Sustainability Innovator Award for Technology. This award recognizes the use of new innovative technology that has sustainability impacts and can be scaled across the portfolio. It is awarded based on a combination of innovation, sustainability impacts, business impacts, and replicability. As mentioned, this year we had several impressive applications, so we decided to acknowledge two winners. The first recipient of this award installed a new high-efficiency condensing water cooling system, which will significantly reduce water consumption at the property. Our first winner is Vancouver Center, managed by GWL Realty Advisors. Congratulations, GWL team. I will now pass it over to Nick Avaku to present the next two awards, including the second Sustainability Innovator Award for Technology.
Thank you, Carrie. The other Sustainability Innovator Award for Technology recognizes a property that implemented a very unusual yet innovative method for treating water at the property. The property is using natural sphagnum moss instead of chemicals to remove impurities from water used in the HVAC system, resulting in a safe and chemical-free process. The second winner of this award is ATB Place in Edmonton, managed by TrioVest. The next award is for community impact. This is the first year of this award, and we were extremely pleased to receive a number of very high quality applications for this award. This award recognizes properties for contributing to its community and building relationships with the public, local stakeholders, and charitable organizations. The inaugural winner of this award hosted an Inspired Green Living event, bringing together local designers and vendors to promote their sustainability-focused products. They also held a cutlery drive to collect reusable cutlery to replace disposable plastic cutlery from nearby schools, and conducted a creek cleanup, delivering lasting value to the surrounding environment. The winner of this award is New Sudbury Centre in Sudbury, Ontario, managed by Morgard. Congratulations again to ATB Place and New Sudbury Centre. We look forward to reading more about the great work our property teams are doing in their communities in next year's applications. And now I'd like to introduce Linton Lewis to present the next two awards.
Thanks, Nick. The next award is the Sustainability Innovator Award for Stakeholder Engagement. This award is given to the property that uses a new program, tool, or approach for engaging stakeholders. Stakeholder engagement initiatives are scored on sustainability impacts, business impacts, and the ability to be replicated at other assets. This year's winner is a fantastic example of a mutual benefits that can be achieved through resident engagement. This property launched a reusable container program for its lunch program, an idea brought forward through its residents' council. Since its introduction, the reusable containers have been signed out over 38,000 times. And the winner is Parkside Student Residence in Toronto, managed by Nightstone Capital. Before moving on to the next award, I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge two other fantastic initiatives launched by this property. The first is their stunning mural. This mural was featured in our sustainability report last year and received glowing feedback from local residents and media. This was a tremendously ambitious project, but one that has added a fantastic splash of color to Toronto's skyline. We appreciate how the hard work of the Nightstone team on this mural and wanted to reiterate our appreciation. The other is Mental Health Awareness Initiative they launched for their students living in their residence. This is a tremendous initiative given the mental health challenges at the university students experience, and demonstrates commitment to health and well-being of its residents. Next, I'd like to move forward to the Sustainable Operator Award. As many of you know, property teams play a critical role in operating a property to achieve efficiency and sustainability results. Whether it's educating tenants, optimizing building systems, pursuing certifications, or engaging the community, operators can have a significant impact on a building's sustainability performance. The Sustainable Operator Award recognizes those teams that constantly deliver outstanding and comprehensive sustainability programs. The recipient of this award is an office building that has demonstrated a continuous commitment to improving sustainability performance and increasing tenant engagement and satisfaction. The property management team has very strong management practices, such as annual sustainability audits, continuous monitoring and adjusting of the building's automation system to optimize performance, and offering annual staffing training. All these efforts have contributed to a reduction in utility consumption by 45% over the past 2 years. And the winner is Spectrum Square in Mississauga, Ontario, managed by TrioVest Realty Advisors. Congratulations again to the Nightstone and TrioVest team at Spectrum Square. I'd now like to introduce Nick McCray to announce our final award and deliver our closing remarks.
first one to fall for the unmute trick. Thanks, Linton. We have one more award to hand out today, and that is our Climate Leader Award. This award is given to properties that have taken significant efforts to address climate change risks or opportunities through mitigation and adaptation measures. As already mentioned, this has been a focus of HOOP's real estate team's sustainability program for the last 2 years, and we are pleased to see our properties incorporating climate change into their management practices. This year's winner conducted a detailed risk assessment to determine specific climate change related risks likely to affect the property, including physical risks such as flooding and market risks such as changes to utility prices. Based on the assessment, the property developed a risk mitigation measures to help protect property value and a monitoring program to identify any anomalies impacting building performance. The winner is One Prologis in Mississauga, Ontario, managed by Triovest Realty Advisors. In closing, please join me in congratulating all of this year's LEAP Award winners. The HOOP Real Estate team encourages you all to continue applying to the LEAP Awards so that we can continue to recognize the great work being done by our management partners. A few additional thank yous before we end today's event. Thank you to our partners, Quinn & Partners and Tria Consulting, who every year work hard to make these events happen, even this year under especially challenging circumstances. I also want to extend our thanks to the AV team from Bespoke for running a smooth virtual ceremony and even reminding me 3 times to unmute myself and I still forget. And to all of you, thank you for attending and your continued support of LEAP. For those of you with a drink nearby, please join me in a toast to all of this year's winners. Looking forward to seeing you all at LEAP 2021 in person. Cheers.